Hi guys, today I'm going to share with you a full makeup bag of my Sephora Holy Grails. If you're interested in seeing what I absolutely cannot live without in my makeup collection, keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a full makeup bag of all of my Sephora Holy Grails. These are the products that when I run out, I have to immediately run to go replace because they're that good. If you're new here, welcome. We are uploading every single day in December for Vlogmas, talking about all things makeups, luxury makeup, indie makeup, drugstore makeup. We do a lot of get readies with me, and we also like to talk about new makeup releases. If that's your thing, make sure and subscribe and go check me out on Instagram and TikTok. It's a lot of fun over there. If you're not new, I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. We are at it. We're in it. It is going to happen even if it kills me. I think it would be a lot of fun to just see you guys every single day. Today's video is also special because it is in collaboration with somebody that I absolutely adore on YouTube. Her name's Gigi. She's Gigi's Beauty, and she is just absolutely lovely. We connected a couple years ago on a collab that we did for an eyeshadow palette, and then we realized we have very similar skin tones, skin types. We like all the same type of makeup, and so we just kind of got close. And she's in Canada and she focuses on luxury beauty. So if that's your thing, go check her out. Gigi, thank you so much for collabing with me. Love you so much. I will be linking her video down below in the description box, so go watch hers after mine. Tell her I said hello. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I've got all my goodies in this cushy makeup bag. I have a code for this, you guys. If I haven't talked about it yet, I will be talking about it in my holiday gift guide. I think it's such a cute little bag. So we're going to open it up, and I will go in the order in which I apply my products. All right. Product number one, I always start with my brows first, and the one that I love to do my brows is going to be this one by Benefit. This is precisely my brow pencil. I love this. It's kind of a cult favorite. I've gone back and forth. I've tried the Gucci one, the Dior one. The Dior one's pretty good, but what ended up happening is with all my skincare and sunscreen and everything else, sometimes it's really hard to get the brow pencil to pay off. And this one is the right amount of creamy, the right amount of pigmented. I can create those little hair-like strokes at the beginning because I have very sparse brows. And it's just kind of one that always works. The other end has a little spoolie, so you can use that as you're doing your brows. And yeah, this is the one that when I run out, I immediately go and I buy another one. Okay, once I do my eyebrows, I then do my primer before I start my eyeshadow. So the primer that I just can't live without it, and I tried to buy a couple of others during the Sephora sale to see if I would like them, and I just don't like them as much as this one. But I'm talking about the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush primer. So not the first one that they had. The first one was the Mineral Veil. This is the Airbrush primer, and oh my god, it's absolutely lovely, you guys. Just for reference, I do have oily skin most of the year. During the winter, it does calm down a little bit and get a little bit drier, but this is not going to like completely mattify you or anything like that. But what it does is exactly what's written on the bottle. It creates this airbrush appearance to your complexion. Any foundation, I mean, I've tried it with a lot of different ones. Any foundation that this goes under, it's going to make it look better, appear more blurred, and just airbrushed. It's not going to control your oil that much, but I do feel like I don't get as oily with this primer versus others. So yeah, this is one I can't live without. So after I do my primer, I go into my eyeshadow. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I have a holy grail eyeshadow palette. I just don't. I have so much eyeshadow that I use a different palette or different eye products every single day. But what I will tell you is that two that stand out to me that you can get at Sephora are going to be the Pat McGrath Mothership palettes. I recently swatched them all on my channel, and oh my god, I just like fell in love all over again, harder than ever before. Those eyeshadows are amazing. And then Natasha Denona. I feel like those two, when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, you really can't go wrong. Look for the color story that you like and pick one. You're going to love them. Okay, after I do my eyeshadow, I always go into foundation. And there's two foundations that I couldn't pick one over the other, and they're just so good, but they're different formulas, so I thought I'd share them. The first one's gonna be my Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is a cool classic for a reason. If you have oily skin or live in a humid climate like I do, I'm in Dallas, Texas, this is going to stay put no matter what. It always looks so natural. It doesn't mattify. It's not like a matte finish, but it's like a very demi-matte natural finish, and it just looks so great. During the winter, I actually don't even have to set this, but I love this. I think this is my third or fourth bottle. I always have to have it. This is a holy grail for sure. Another one that I've been reaching for a lot lately, and it just kind of reminded me how in love I was with this formula, is going to be the Westman Atelier Stick Foundation. This is in the shade Atelier VI. And I mean, look, you guys, I bought this a year ago and we're about halfway done. That's kind of a big deal because in my world, that doesn't happen. I have a lot of foundation. And so, I mean, look. It's really deep in there. We've used up quite a bit. It's such a beautiful finish. It's a thicker formula than what this Dior would be. But that being said, it looks so... How can I explain it? Like, you look so expensive when you wear this foundation. Your base is flawless. You have like this... I hate to say this because I have oily skin, but it's like this creaminess, this fluidity to your face that it just looks so good. I've seen this on dry skin, on oily skin, on normal skin, and it always works really nicely. I do tend to use this more so as the summer's tapering off. So I don't wear it when it's really hot or humid, but the look you get with this foundation, you guys, is incredible. I had to recommend it. It's so good. The next one was easy, my Holy Grail concealer. Now, I'll tell you that for a very long time, it was the Dior Forever Skin Correct. It's been knocked off its throne. My Holy Grail concealer that you can get at Sephora is going to be the Lancome Tinted Idole all cover concealer, all over concealer. This is so good. It's so good. It got so much hype when it came out. Everybody was reviewing it. It was so good, blah, blah, blah. Yes, the hype is real. It just does not disappoint. It is so creamy, but it also sets and does not budge all day long. People say that it's full coverage. I don't agree with that. I think it's like medium to full, but it doesn't matter because it's really good. It corrects the under eye. It sets, like I said, it doesn't crease on me. I do set all of my under eye concealers, but on this one, I don't know. I don't even feel like I have to. So it's just amazing. They do call it an all over concealer. And what I will tell you is that I do like to sometimes, like if I'm just running errands or whatever, I'll do like a primer and then I'll do concealer on my under eyes and maybe concealer in certain areas just to kind of make it look good, set it with a powder and go. And it just looks really nice. So this is my Holy Grail concealer. Once I do my foundation and my concealer, I like to set my face. Now for my under eye, this is going to be my Holy Grail, and I'm sure you can tell how abused it's been. It's so old. This is the Pat McGrath under eye setting powder in the shade yellow. I don't think it's banana. I think it's yellow. I've had pan. I need a new one. This is my third one. I absolutely have to have it. I did have it in medium and I didn't like it as much as I like it in banana or yellow. It's the perfect powder for under eye. And I actually will set my under eye and my T-zone with it because that's where I usually apply my concealer. And it's so blurring. It's so beautiful. It sets the concealer so perfectly, but it doesn't look cakey or dry or anything like that. Perfect under eye setting powder. And then I set my face. And I have many different powders here and I love them all. Some are loose, some are pressed, whatever. This takes a cake every single time. This is the Dior Powder-no-Powder. I don't know that I've seen that this product goes in and out of stock or even on their website on Sephora. It's still available on the Dior site. So I'm gonna call it because this is where I bought it. I bought it at Sephora. It's the perfect powder. It's like this baked gelée formula. When you're putting it on, you guys, it almost feels like you're not putting anything on, except you see how it perfected your entire complexion. So I love this. That's what it looks like there. So definitely pay off there. I love it so much that I actually ended up picking one up in 6N. So I'm 3N. That's the shade of my complexion. I picked it up in 6, and I like to set my cream bronzers with this because, again, it looks so skin-like. It doesn't add any texture. It doesn't look thick and makeup-y. It just looks like skin, but with a little bit of tint. So yeah, love, love, love this powder. Once I set my face, yes, once I set my face, I go in with my cream bronzer, and this is going to be it. I just bought this. I had never tried this LYS Beauty bronzer stick, and I got it during the Sephora sale, and you guys, I'm obsessed, 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 obsessed. It's a really creamy formula, extremely pigmented, which is why I was so nervous about trying it because, again, I have oily skin. And I heard a content creator talking about this that also has oily skin, and she said that this was one of the most beautiful bronzers she had, so I had to try it. She was right. She was right. It's actually kind of scary because you do get a little bit of time to work with it, but it's so pigmented. And once you put it on, even though it's such a creamy, creamy texture, it sets in place and it does not budge all day long. Once you blend it out, it sets to a really, really nice, like a really nice matte. And it doesn't look drying or anything, but it's not going to budge. So if you have oily skin and you thought, this is too creamy, it won't work for me, yes, it will. It's so, so good. This bronzer actually knocked my NARS cream bronzer out of first place because it's so, so good. I still love this one, moussey, whatever. It's really, really nice and natural. But this one is so perfect. The shape of the stick, everything, so good. Okay, next it's cream blush. And the ones that I kind of debated back and forth because I have been loving the LYS cream blushes, but I don't think that it's quite at Holy Grail status like these are. These are the Merit Cheek colors, and you guys, oh my gosh, when I tell you, it is perfection, perfection, perfection. I guess since we're talking about blushes, I'll tell you what one of my Holy Grail Sephora Pro brushes are. This is the Sephora Pro in the 93. I love this brush so much. It's the perfect size for your cheek. It's not too big. Here is the Angie Hot and Flashy one, which I also love. I like to use this for my cream blushes. This is for my powder. So it's a little bit smaller than the Angie Hot and Flashy, but it just fits like perfect right there, you know? So even if you were using it with bronzer, blush, whatever, it's going to create that perfect silhouette there in that area. So love, love, love this brush. So after I do my blush, I like to do my bronzer. And so the bronzer that I'm going to recommend is the Gucci. Like, duh. It has been a thing, you guys. I'm dipping into this very quickly. There's definitely a dip there. So I don't think I'll hit pan just yet, but it's coming. It's coming soon. I just love the luxurious packaging. It's so beautiful. I mean, same thing with the blush. Look at that. It is gorgeous. How pretty. Hey, holiday gift idea right here. For a beauty lover in your life, get them a blush and get them a bronzer. They will die. So nice. But the packaging is beautiful. You open it up. You've got a mirror. There's your bronzer. It's got a little tab here that you can pop open. So you got a little tab there, you pop it open, and there's your brush, which I've never used. But I love this bronzer so much. It's so beautiful. I really like the Dior one too, but nothing takes the cake like the Gucci bronzer. It's very skin-like. I mean, you're gonna see a theme. Like I don't have a lot of texture, but like I'm older and I'm starting to get like, you know, my skin's not as taut as it used to be. So I look for products that are very skin-like. This almost even has like a little bit of a luminous kind of finish to it. I don't know, but it just looks so flawless and like butter on your skin. I really love it. Okay, once I'm done with all of my makeup, I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna set it with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray. It's so good. I've tried so many other setting sprays, especially during the summer. I like to sometimes use a mattifying setting spray, but nothing works as well as this one. Your makeup won't last as long with other sprays as it will with this one, and it just makes your skin look gorgeous. I don't know. Even if all you use are powder products, this will kind of meld everything together and it will look flawless and it will stick. I have tested it many times where like I'll do a full face of makeup, I'll spray it, and then especially during the summer, I'll do this with like my clothes or a t-shirt or something to see if the makeup like smudges or wears off. It doesn't. It stays put. It is perfect. Okay, once I spray my face down, I'm going to do my mascara and my eyeliner. There's two eyeliners. They're both from the Sephora collection, actually. and this one's waterproof. It's in a pen, and this is in a little pot. The reason why I love these both is, first of all, the formula is very matte, very black, and it doesn't smudge on me. Okay, sometimes my eyes get watery, and I have like deep, like tighter set eyes, so I look for that. But the reason that these both work for me is because this is not a felt tip. This is a brush. And the wand on this one is also not a felt tip. It's a brush. I have textured lids, and they're a little bit crepey now. I mean, I'm 41, almost 42, so they're starting to get a little looser. And when you have crepey lids or textured lids, when you're trying to do eyeliner, especially with the felt tip, it skips on you. You can't get that flawless straight line. These are so liquidy, and they just glide so easily to create that line, that eyeliner that you want. They dry down really fast, and they will last all day long. This is waterproof, this isn't, but honestly, neither one of these smudges ever on me. I even sometimes just, when I get bored, I'll do like an eyeliner line, and then right underneath that eyeliner line, I do a second little line just to add 2 lines to see, I don't know, I just get bored sometimes. Never ever smudges. They both create the perfect line, and they stay put. So check out Sephora collection if you haven't, because they have amazing products. Then I do my mascara, and I do use a lash primer, but that one's from the drugstore. So I'll tell you that the 2 mascaras, after testing so many mascaras at Sephora, that I'm going to say are my holy grails, are going to be the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. It's so good, you guys. And the Legendary Lashes 2 by Charlotte Tilbury. I go in with my Ilia first, and I just didn't understand this brush at first, but that's what the brush looks like. And the very top here, it's got like a little line. You can't see it, but the very top here, it looks, the bristles are different than the ones on the bottom, right? This little part of the brush you hold really close to the lash line, like right at the root, and you use that to kind of separate and to start to build volume and lift, and that's where you use it. Then you turn it around to the rest of the brush, and then that's what's going to give you length and volume. It is the perfect mascara. It does take me about a week once I open it for it to get to the desired dryness, I guess. But it's not like those mascaras that you open them up and they're so wet looking that your lashes look stringy. Not at all. It's so good. And then the Legendary Lashes 2, I will go in with this one first, and then I will top it with this because it's so volumizing, so black, and it gives like really nice like fan to the lashes. But my lashes, you guys, like, I wish that you guys could see my videos from like 2 years ago. Like, they were non-existent. I had such stubby little lashes that were so insignificant. And yes, I've been using a lash primer, but these 2 mascaras make my lashes look like they're falsies. Like, look at that. It's just crazy. I love it, love it, love it. And yeah, I have to have them. I like eyeshadow. Lipstick is something that I use something different every single day. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I have a Holy Grail lipstick from Sephora because I couldn't think of anything. And I feel like your Holy Grails are ones that you don't have to think about. You just instantly know which product to go to. And so what I am going to share is a lip oil. And this is my Dior Lip Glow Oil. This is in the shade Mahogany. I have 2 other shades, but this is the one that I'm using recently. Perfection, perfection, perfection. I haven't tried all the lip oils out there. I've only tried about 5 or 6 different formulas, but I'm telling you, this formula is the best. The best, the best, the best. There was one that kind of came close, and I kind of got upset because it's Jaclyn Cosmetics. She has a really good lip oil formula. Not quite as good as this one, but yeah, I just didn't like hers because she gives them to you really empty, and so whatever. She's not at Sephora anyway. But what I was going to say is this is such a beautiful lip oil. Don't be afraid or, you know, intimidated by the shade because this is the Mahogany shade. It's in the deepest shade that they have, but it's only like a very sheer tint of it. It's just a very slight hue that you'll get of that color. You see that? And it's just so pretty. This shade specifically was sold out for like a year, and so I kept looking for it, which is why I bought the rosewood and the pink, the 001 pink. Those are really nice too, but it is just so good. It will last forever on the lips, but then when it wears off, it's not one of those that, you know, your lips are dry and you have to go back and reapply. No, your lips still feel plump. They still feel healthy and nourished, and you don't need to have lip balm or a lip oil again, but it will last for a good while. If you love lip oils and you haven't tried this one, I'm telling you, it would be so worth your investment. It's so good. The last two products are not makeup, but they have to be in my makeup bag every single day. Holygrail, you can find them at Sephora, and it's my Shiseido eyelash curler. I love it. You guys, I've had this specific one for like, I want to say 2 years, and I have, like, it comes with a replacement pad here, and I still haven't used it because it's still really good. And I'll just clean it with like alcohol so that it stays clean and bacteria free. But it's so good. It never, like, the pad never comes off the sides, so that you don't like grasp your skin. You know, sometimes that happens with like cheaper made eyelash curlers, and it was just a really good investment. If you buy it, you won't have to buy another one for quite a while. So I really love this, use it every day. And then the other product that I use every day is going to be the Daily Clean Refresh from the Sephora collection. This is a good spot cleaner for your brushes. I don't deep wash my brushes every single day, so every single day when I'm about to use an eyeshadow brush or right after I use it, I like to spot clean them. What I like about this is I have synthetic and natural haired brushes in my collection, and the one from Cinema Secrets I feel like was a little drying on my natural haired brushes. I don't feel like this one is at all. It's just a really nice cleanser. It dries instantly, so even if you want to reuse that brush immediately after, it dries right away. It never irritates my skin because I'll spot clean and then use it again, and it's totally fine. And yeah, this is a really good product. I use it every day. And there you go, guys. That's my full makeup bag of Sephora Holygrails. These are all products that I've used for years. Some are newer, not all of them, like the blushes, but it's one of those things like you instantly knew it was gonna be top in your collection. So what do you think about my list? What are your Sephora Holygrails that you absolutely have to have no matter what in your collection? Make sure and share below. Definitely go check out my friend Gigi. She's lovely. You're going to absolutely adore her. Her link to the video is in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!